In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. Every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny.
Chile. Looks like 2024 is going to be a very long year for Kevin Hart, because Katt Williams just announced that he's going on tour with Kevin's ex-wife. And we all know Kevin has a very messy history with his ex-wife, Torrei. This came shortly after Katt dragged Kevin for filth in an explosive interview with Shanon Sharpe, where he accused Kevin of selling his soul for fame and being an industry plant, and word on the street is this isn't going to be any regular comedy tour because Tay is going to be spilling some major tea about Kevin, and Kevin seems to be very upset with this and is clapping back at her.
He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
Honestly, Kevin should just hang it up and get off social media for a while, because it hasn't been a month that his former assistant also appeared in an interview with Tasha K and exposed him for cheating on his current wife, Shanon Sharpe, and being a gambling addict. The man can't catch a break to save his life right now.
Pregnant again.
Correct, with her second baby.
And he's still leaving semen stains all over the couch at the Heartbeat studio.
Correct.
And showering and then going home like.
I told Nico, like, Kevin is cheating on you with a girl named Mix Morgan. She's his flight attendant. She's on his planes.
Does Kevin have a gambling problem or something?
His game is poker.
He gambled y'all money away and had to pay y'all half checks?
Yes, well, exactly. It was Leland. Leland was messing with our money. But I said, here she is.
She got it. She on vacation every day. When you see her, all she do is post vacation pictures with no nigga beside her. The nigga taking the picture. She say, nah, baby. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna take the pictures for you as many angles as you want, but I can't to ensure he don't go up in these motherfucking photos.
Right. Nico, I love you. I'm not gonna speak bad on her.
And the messy thing about that Tasha K interview is that right after it got posted, Kevin got really triggered and filed a lawsuit against Tasha. He claimed Tasha tried to extort him by threatening to run an interview with his former personal assistant, Maisha. Shakes the lawsuit also claimed the assistant made false statements during the interview, but even before Kevin could pull through with that lawsuit, he was slammed again with a series of allegations after Katt Williams went on Club Shake and called Kevin out for being an industry plant. Also, might I just said, this ain't the first time that Katt has actually come for Kevin. He was first called out a few years ago when Kevin appeared in an SNL skit wearing a dress and a wig. Now, the reason this was such a big deal at the time was because just a few years before that, Dave Chappelle appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show and talked about how the producers of a movie he was working on trying to force him to wear a dress.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And, what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We were supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves, and then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress.
Now, when Kevin was later asked about what Dave said, he initially tried to laugh it off, but he still made it very clear that he would not compromise his morals and his boundaries by putting on a dress.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts, and is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning.
You look good
no to
doing
that. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, you know, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
However, fast forward to a few years later, he went against his own words and showed up on an SNL skit wearing a dress channeling his inner drag queen beauty cat, was later asked to comment on Kevin wearing a dress, and he said he doesn't think it's Kevin's fault that he wore a dress because he was just a part of a twisted system that requires black men to emasculate themselves to be successful.
What people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You promo shoots. You off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I got to fix me. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to stand up for comedy. Mm-hmm. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lunel. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to fucking bring the people that were under you up? Mm. You haven't. So because you haven't, don't shit on those that now are. I've used my platform, and I've brought my guys and girls up. Mm-hmm. The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so fucking far, whether you like me or not. My presence in comedy will forever be felt because I'm a fucking boss. I sit on the top of it, and the opportunities that I'm giving are the ones that I'm creating. So take responsibility for what you did. You. Nobody else did. You don't hear Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, the Kings of Comedy, Seinfeld. You don't hear George Lopez, Eddie Griffin. You don't hear, who else can I go down the road of other comedians? Steve Martin, Martin Short. You don't hear the guys that got on top and that made it by doing what they love, complain about the people that are coming under them. The reason why is because they're happy with themselves. Don't blame everybody else for your shit. Don't shit on my sister Light because you're not happy with your shit. This earned, it's not given.
Katt did not take those comments about him very lightly, and he took to Ike to debunk the lies.